bench cam, clap sync, face cam. What's up guys, I'm DragonBeaz, he's Danny Derek, and I know it's been a little while since we did a cooking with DragonBeaz video. Things happen, Christmas, yada yada yada. Happy New Year, it's 2023, it's the same as 2022.
God please no. God please no.
But anyway, and so in that time we've gotten a cookbook.
And a dog.
We also have Luna. Very appropriate recipe. The book's called Pokenoms. It's got some recipes that are inspired by the series, and it's got some recipes that are kind of like inspired by Pokemon, but it's not necessarily a Pokemon recipe specifically, because it's called Rockruff Chow. Now Rockruff Chow, if you've seen the series, sometimes when they feed the Pokemon, have a mixture of those like marshmallow shaped, almost dog food things, but they look like chocolate, and then they've got berries throughout, colourful. This is kind of like that. It's kind of like a Rocky Road, kind of like a little treat ball thing. So, what you need to do first is you need a double boiler, which is where if you've got a metal or glass like heat-proof bowl, you can put a pot of boiling water and then use that on top. We don't have one, so what I've done is put a smaller saucepan inside a bigger saucepan. This is sort of adaptable because I've made some little changes myself, and it depends on the availability of certain ingredients. But we need some cereal, peanut butter, mini marshmallows, nondescript brand name hazelnut spread aka Nutella, a mixture of dark chocolate and milk chocolate, walnuts. You could substitute, if you don't like walnuts, you could use other ones, like different nuts. M&Ms or Smarties or something along those lines. Chocolate coated, or candy coated chocolate, or you can go the other way, chocolate coated like hard candy, powdered sugar. We need to add half a cup of peanut butter. This is all going into the double boiler. So I don't measure anything. This is approximately half a cup. Disclaimer, it may be called Rockruff Chow. Don't feed it to your dog. Half a cup of chocolate hazelnut spread. If you're lazy, you can get chocolate melts or chocolate chips. They generally are more expensive. I'm big on saving money where you can. Right. So all I'm going to do is just break up these 2 bars of chocolate, which is approximately a cup. Right. So all that's in there, and we're going to melt this until it's all smooth and combined. So that will take a little bit of effort. Time, not a lot though. You need 5 cups of the cereal, and half of that, so 2.5 cups, put into a mixing bowl. The rest you hold on to for now. So yeah, you just want to keep melting this until it basically is smooth. Very roughly break your walnuts up, or whatever nuts you decide. Hazelnuts would work well, pecans would work well, cashews would work well. So yeah, you need about half a cup. So there's probably a bit more than half a cup here, but that's fine. So now this is basically good. I'll turn it off. So about half of the chocolate mixture. Okay, so then we add the rest of the cereal. This is just to help distribute it properly. And then the remaining chocolate. Now we add in the mini marshmallows, so about between half a cup and a cup. And your marshmallows. We then also add our walnuts, half of the Smarties or M&Ms, nondescript. You want to mix this. Now, if you find you don't have enough, like, coating, I suppose is the best way to put it. You can always add more of the chocolate hazelnut spread if you want. But you want to make sure everything is nicely coated. So this is me thinking on the fly here, because this is when we make new recipes, it's always like, is this going to be, correct in that? You can use whatever dish you've got. Or if you've got a baking tray, like a deep baking tray. So we're going to pour our mixture into there. Now it is still very, very wet and very sticky. I mean, if you want to roll these into bowls, you can do it. Like, it's not even a problem. Like, dust it. And that goes into the fridge. Until it's set, which is, I can't really give you a time frame because if we've done them in little balls, they may not take as long as this, but it is. You'll know because it will go firm. You'll see it. So yeah, and it will set together and then we can cut it into bars. We're back.
Aye.
It's been chilled. You can peel your paper off very, very carefully. If you're going to refrigerate it, my recommendation, refrigerate it overnight. Okay. Then you'll know for sure that it's set. But we're just going to cut some. As you can see, it's all very pretty. Because this has been in the freezer, it will be a little bit firm. Don't worry, little bits of cereal probably will come off. It's meant to be rustic. Cut them into sort of just pieces. Nice sharp knife. If you're finding you're having trouble cutting it, I mean, this has only been in the freezer for a short time. Hot knife can help with that. But so basically, they're a Rockruff treat chow little cereal cluster is probably what I would call them. There's a nice piece there, and as you can see, if it's set properly, you'll get it cut into like. Oh, sorry, on the camera. You get it cut into like chunks like that, but very sticky.
Mine's already falling apart.
Oh, actually, this is okay. Honestly,
This is really nice.
You can taste the peanut butter and the chocolate, obviously. The cereal's nice, the crunch. So yeah, you can use different cereal if you want. We use the Honey O's. You can use Rice Krispies or like Rice Bubbles. You can use Chex. Whatever.
None of those.
But yeah, and it's very adaptable. All the measurements that I used will be in the description below and the recipe. If you want a copy of my version of this recipe, it'll be available on Patreon as well, like a printable version. Let us know what else you want us to make. We've got a whole heap of recipes that we're going to be able to do, both sweet and savoury. Some are fan inspired, some are actually Pokemon, the series inspired. This is a bit of a mixture one, as I said. The Pokemon food you see quite often with the bits of colourful fruit and that in it. The berries and the chocolate and everything else. That is what this is. You can get the aprons. They will be back on the store very soon. Like the video, let us know in the comments. If you do make it, share some photos in Discord or on Twitter. But until the next time we're in the kitchen, we'll see you then. Bye.